In this episode, we're tiling the remainder of the bathrooms, the mudroom, and the laundry room. In our last episode, you saw that we failed miserably, so we did have to call in for some help to work alongside of us. Our goal is to be moved into the house before we get married in just a few weeks. By the end of this episode, you'll find out if we're going to make our pre-wedding deadline or the newlyweds trapped in my parents' basement.
We have 1 week to finish the tile in the remainder of our house. We're gonna be starting off with the Jack and Jill floor, then moving on to the mud room, the laundry room, the powder room floor.
Yeah.
While the guys are helping us, they're gonna be doing the master bathroom and the shower in the powder room. Whew. A lot of tasks to be done.
We'll split this process into 3 different phases. Phase 1, uncoupling membrane. Phase 2, tile. And phase 3, grout. First, we gotta grab all the tile we'll be using and bring in the tools for this project. For the showers, we'll be using Vever's shower kits, and for the floors, we'll be using an uncoupling membrane. Half the struggle is loading and unloading this heavy amount of tile.
The uncoupling membrane is a plastic material that is on top of the wood floor underneath the tile. We're gonna put some thin set down, put this on top of the thin set, and then you put more thin set down.
And put the tile on top.
Put the tile on top. It allows some movement. If the house moves or settles in a little bit, the tile won't crack and the grout won't crack because that membrane gives it a little bit of movement in play.
Before we lay down the membrane, we make sure that the area is clean, and then we use a damp sponge and put a little bit of water on it so that when we put the thin set down, it doesn't soak up all the moisture out of the plywood.
Next, we mix up the thin set, and learning from our last experiences, we're making sure this thin set is not too soupy. We'll trowel it all in one direction so there's air bubbles can go through. We're gonna lay down the membrane. We don't want any ripples. We don't want any ripples. We want to make sure all the air bubbles are out and it's flat, because when it dries and there's air bubbles or it's not necessarily flat, it will be hard and then your tile will teeter on that.
For the mudroom area, we have the tile running through the mudroom, into the laundry room, and into the bathroom, leading all the way up into the entrance of the kitchen. So we're going to lay the uncoupling membrane here and repeat that process. For our mudroom area, including the laundry room and the bathroom that's connected, we'll be using this porcelain slate looking tile on the floor. In the bathroom, because we do have a shower in there, we'll be using this porcelain, actually this ceramic marble look-alike tile on the walls. In our master bathroom, we'll be using this gray tile on the floor and half of the walls. Yes, we did use this in our Jack and Jill bathroom on the walls only. And then we'll be pairing it with this real marble tile to give it a more luxurious vibe. For our Jack and Jill bathroom, we'll be using this hexagon dark gray tile with a light grout. Thought it would be really fun and go well with the gray tile that we used on the walls. All right, Faris, what are we doing today?
We're getting the floor in. I think the floor is going to be a little bit easier than, or take a little bit less time in here, but there's still some cuts we need to make.
We started out by making some cuts with a hexagon tile that will go around the toilet and along the wall. Next, we mixed up the thin set and started laying the tile utilizing the levels and spacers. The floor tiling process is very similar to the wall tiling process we showed in our last video, except gravity is on our side this time. So it should be relatively easy to get the hang of.
So we have our spacers and our levels. These just help a ton with making sure that you have the most professional look. You really, really need them. Having these spacers just give you the exact same look every single time, and it allows for a very flat surface, which you want. You don't want to be stubbing your toes or having like angles and everything like that. Use the right tools.
Faris laid the tile while I made sure to clean up the thin set behind him. One of the biggest takeaways we've learned from tiling is making sure your space is clean. So even if you do get some thin set on the tile, just make sure to wipe it away immediately, because if it dries, it's 10 times harder to clean.
As we mentioned before, we only have 1 week to complete this project, and that's just not enough time for the both of us. So we're bringing in some help. Tommy and Johnny, they're gonna be helping us in the master bathroom and in the powder room as we're working on the other projects.
Thank goodness for the extra help, because this would have taken us at least a month to complete. Even at this rate, I don't even know if we're gonna make it in time before the wedding. What do you got for us?
The last piece of the puzzle. Got that in. Fits nicely. I'm not putting any spaces in there.
Killed it, friend. Good job. Looks really good.
Not bad, not bad.
So how long did this take us?
Much too long.
Just as we finished the floor in the Jack and Jill bathroom, Johnny finished the tile in the shower, which means we can get started in the mudroom.
Great.
You sweating? What are we doing today, Faris?
Hot day today. We are getting the tile on the ground in our mudroom.
We are T-minus 18 days from the wedding, Faris.
Slowing things down.
We still got a while to go, folks.
While to go.
We repeat the same tile process on the floor, utilizing the spacers and levels. So we run into our first obstacle, the vent. So Faris wanted to cut the tile in half and just put it around the vent. I vetoed that plan. How'd she go?
It's going.
Wow, see? You did it! Look at you go!
Who knows, bro? Watch out for your eyes.
Thank God I was here. The moment of truth.
I think we'll cover that, right?
Yeah. See? I knew you had it.
What can I say?
Once we got the tile in around the vent, things started flowing. After doing the Jack and Jill bathroom, I feel like the tile in the mudroom is going so much faster.
Yeah, because they're bigger tiles and they're not hexagon. Size and shape matters, people.
All right, we're making our way through here.
We did the easy part. Now we're at the intersection of the 3 rooms, the powder room, the mud room, the laundry room. We need to make sure the lines are seamless all the way through, and that's why Jerry's here to help with the laser.
Got a lot of mud tonight.
Lisa's on the mud.
I'm the mud girl. Don't act like you love it so much.
As bad a mess as you guys are. It's unheard of. I'm much better at lights.
So Jerry couldn't take tiling anymore, so he left us to our own devices. Faris, time to get back to work.
It's Sunday.
13 days to the wedding. Are those grays or thin set?
We're getting there.
I'm getting there.
Oh.
Faris, you're getting close, my friend.
What
did you just tell me just 1 minute ago?
What?
Tiling sucks.
I have to wash these right now.
There. Game over, Faris. Okay, time to stop messing around and get this area finished once and for all. Last one, Faris.
Oh my gosh.
I just said in your hair. I'm not going
No younger
back.
foxes out there for you now.
Only my silver fox. Wow. Good job, friend. The tile looks incredible.
I would say it looks pretty good for amateurs. I would do it again. I could become a tiler, at least a ground tiler. I don't know about a wall tiler.
Well, the walls are a little questionable. The first thing to do before you start grouting is to make sure your tile is clean and make sure there's no thin set or any of the spacers coming through the joints. So for the grout in the Jack and Jill bathroom, we'll be using this Mapei Ultra Color Plus FA in the color silver. This is fast drying, so I'm only gonna make small portions at a time so it doesn't dry up on me. So the directions say a 3-to-1 ratio, so 3 parts grout to 1 part water. Mine came out just a little bit soupy, so I'm just gonna add a tad more of the grout. Okay, we have a pretty good mousse-like consistency, but I can already feel it drying, so we gotta move quick. Oh, always to remember to continuously stir this or this will dry right up in your butt. So I have my grout here, we have a small margin trowel, and we have our grout float. So all you're gonna do is take a margin trowel and put just little globs right on the tile. And then you're just gonna take your float and spread it. Honestly, it's pretty simple. Just make sure you get into all of the seams and filling it right. So the grout has started to dry, so I'm going to grab a very lightly damp sponge. You don't want it soaking wet because you don't want the grout to get kind of sloppy. And then you're just gonna wipe it down, and then you'll wipe it again twice with a sponge, and then you'll use a rag, like a microfiber, and then you're gonna buff it out. All right, so first time grouting a floor, not bad in my opinion. I think there are a few spots where I need to mix up a little bit more grout and put it over with my finger. But overall, not too shabby. Next, I repeat the process and complete grouting the walls in the Jack and Jill shower. After that, I move into the mudroom area. So we have the mudroom completely grouted, but it is a mess. I got a little handy dandy light. So now I probably have 2 to 3 hours of cleaning left. Grouting is definitely better for a job of 2, I will say. 1 grouter, 1 cleaner.
After 24 hours, the grout has dried up. But does that mean that we're gonna be able to move in? Even with the help of the guys, they finished the master bathroom and the powder room. I don't think we're gonna get there.
No.
I think we're gonna be newlyweds, still living in your parents' basement. We're gonna be pushing because we have our wedding. Then we have the honeymoon.
Yeah.
The next big project is the next video, which is getting the doors, and there's some big drama in this video, so stay tuned. You're gonna wanna watch.
So make sure to like this video and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.